So I can actually I can actually record it on my headset, except my voice won't be recorded, and I can stream it to Facebook if you guys want. It'll be funny. I think Entourage, we just need you to click on it. You're in it? Okay. When I click this, it'll say everyone click confirm. Okay, I am going to close the Zoom chat, okay?
Here we go.
Okay.
I want to fly back here. It's too good.
Okay. So, we have to make sure everyone has flying enabled. I think everyone here should know how to do it, except maybe Amber and Benji.
Yeah, 1 sec. Sorry, I'm gonna exit.
Benji's on mute. Yeah, nice, good.
Exit Zoom. I'm still
Okay.
sharing. Oh, that's why. Oh God, such an
What
idiot.
happened? You're such an idiot. What happened?
I know. Pretty amazing.
Don't be so down on yourself. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
No. It's just
It's
that
fine.
I
Where's the-
changed
oh,
the
Miss
settings
Brian.
on the desktop version. I'm having trouble. Okay, what do? I can't even look
Okay, go
up.
to settings.
up,
Go to the set menu settings,
Yeah,
and then input,
yeah.
and then fly. Put fly on.
Okay. Classic PC controls. Do you think I should
Is that
turn
on
that
or off? Is it on or off? Can you move when you move the mouse around? Does your head move up?
There you go.
Hey.
Yep.
There you go.
Benji.
Benji. Benji, are you on a quest? Are you using your PC or on a quest?
It's
Oh,
okay.
he's on a PC. Okay. Right. Cool. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give everyone the megaphone.
Yep. All right. Good.
I'm gonna give everyone a megaphone. God help me.
Yeah.
Where did everyone go?
All right here.
Just
Uh,
look up. Look
oh,
up.
okay. I don't know how to. I can't look up.
You gotta turn classic PC controls and put them on. I think. I think it's the
Sorry?
opposite now.
Oh.
The classic PC controls and the menu.
Yeah,
You
I've
might have to
turned it
turn them on because they changed the settings like a week ago.
Yeah, I've turned
Again.
it on.
Now, if you move the mouse, whoa shit.
I'm closer to the lantern thingy, but I just
So what you
can't.
could-
I can't.
Unit Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Are you on a mouse or a trackpad?
I'm on a mouse and my keyboard. I just can't. My viewpoint is just one. It's like looking at your feet that aren't there.
My feet are there actually, except you can't see them. I'm wearing
Oh.
socks.
Peter, take the photos.
So if
Oh, you're recording it. Okay, cool.
if you actually
Yeah.
move the mouse forward, does your head move? If you move the mouse around,
This will be a historical first white mirror AltspaceVR.
So I can move, but there's no looking up or. Let me just Google.
because normally when you move the mouse around, it should move your head, and you move your head up and down and to the side. That's how you look around.
Am I moving at all?
Huh?
Who's this?
On my when I did 2D on my laptop, I used to be able to see myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to be able to see my avatar, but now.
Oh, there's your
I
head
can
moving. Your head's moving.
Yeah.
Now push up upwards the mouse.
No. Then I just
Not the-
move forward.
There you go. You're flying.
Oh.
What's up, girl? Oh shit! You're doing it. You're doing it. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
There is no spoon. You ate the spoon.
That's funny. We were just talking about that a few hours ago.
That was exactly what we were talking about a few hours ago.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. The Wachowski
Brian,
sisters
how
are
do we
doing
get
it.
that slingshot flying?
What was that?
How do we get that slingshot flying thing happen? You made me do in Ghostbusters. You know, when I go to settings, so and then go to spawn, like items.
Oh, you mean the tool? So go to
Yeah, items, flight tool.
Yeah.
What happened to
So I've got
Benji's?
Cool. How do I use that again? That's what.
Okay, you use
Sure.
your grip. You
Yeah,
you
I gripped
use
it.
the grip button to. It's like
Lindsay.
it's like you use the force to like.
No, I know, but then. Oh wait, I'm still not able to grip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got it. So now how do I use the tool?
Okay, you hold the grip. You hold the grip button down.
Yep.
And then you have like that pink dot. Now
Yep.
when you pull your trigger down, you'll see that there's
Yep.
a line that
Oh,
extends
yeah,
from
got it,
one
got it.
dot to
Oh,
the
yeah,
other.
I remember now.
That's basically the speed and the direction that you're going to
Oh
move.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Wow. Exactly.
You could be cool like me. I have a laser pointer.
That's it.
Exactly.
No, I was doing this yesterday with Brian. So perfect.
So what's the
Yeah.
what's the deal with
Right.
the what's the deal with the hexagon?
Would you like? I'll give a tour real quick. Honor, I said to give a tour. I'll give a tour.
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
shoot you with my
No, no.
laser. Though. Sorry.
Oh.
I've lost my
How
tool.
about we go
Then-
inside the large lantern? I can explain it.
I don't think I'll be able to get there, so I'll just watch you guys.
You could get there. Come
Oh,
on,
you
stop being
can,
silly.
you can.
No,
You can do it.
I've tried to do it, and I'm just going back to the ground.
You could do it. I'm going to
And-
show you how to do it. Just come.
Amber, I thought you have an Oculus, right? Don't you have a Quest, Amber?
No, there's something wrong with my quest where it's not loading.
Oh, okay.
The
Maybe next
system's
time.
not loading, so I think
Right.
there's something wrong, perhaps with the what is it? The cameras on what's the top right thing?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm in the middle of it, so I can see it all.
Where are you? We're at the
Okay,
bottom
it's
one. I'm the
green.
big one.
Yeah,
The big one.
right. Yep.
Okay. I have my laser pointer. Good.
That's
So-
good.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, pretty cool. So where's that, man? How do we
That's
get
only
that?
for me because I'm cool. I can make you a host.
Birthday boy.
It's a
We're gonna
presenter
have a
tool.
cake. We're gonna have a cake soon. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm above you guys. Can you see me?
Where are you?
Okay, wait. Where are you?
Yes.
Oh, upstairs. Up above?
Upstairs?
Oh, you
I'm
made it
above
inside.
you
Oh,
guys.
okay.
Yeah, that's.
Are you in the
about-
top? Oh, I see you. Look, there you are.
Wait.
I can see you.
Where?
Oh yeah!
Oh, that
Hey,
you?
hello.
Yeah, there you are.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, don't walk
Hey.
into that light.
Hey,
Hi.
this is
Don't
like
walk into the light.
fizzy lifting
Oh.
drinks.
That's it.
Haha.
Don't walk
reminded-
into
Up
the
the
light.
ceiling.
They reminded me
Cool.
of like the chakras, the colors of the chakras.
Well, it's
eventually you
interesting.
know the whole story. So Brian will give
Yeah,
the
the-
whole tour now. I think that's
So,
yeah. Let Brian start with his. Let's go down.
look, go down here. So, this sculpture here went to Burning Man in 2017. It's called Life Within Itself, and Life Within Itself was a memorial for my dad who passed away in 2017. Now, what I brought to Burning Man wasn't 20 feet tall, it was only 6 feet tall. But it was basically, this was the 3D model I used to make the sculpture. And you see, we're saying something before about the hexagons, Amber. These hexagons
Yeah.
within the hexagons are actually an abstract of the Fibonacci sequence. So if you look, it's
She's
One,
like
1, 2, 3,
above,
5,
above
8.
the structure now.
I can
Oh,
see
it's
it
okay.
Can you come down?
so that's the Fibonacci sequence.
though. Yeah. No.
And this-
Sorry.
Oh, this thing is
Okay.
awesome. I'm infatuated with my laser pointer. It's pulsating like a
No,
lightsaber.
love your laser pointer. Really cool.
It's
Man.
just
So it's the
cool.
Fibonacci, yeah. Fibonacci.
Yeah, it's the Fibonacci sequence, and this is the side that faced the sunrise at Burning Man. This side represents birth, and if you go to the other side, this is the side that faced the sunset, and this side represents death. So life within itself is the full cycle of life on Earth. And if you notice that there is a flower of life pattern on the front, it's actually an abstract of the flower of life. What it is, it's circles within circles, but they actually, as they go towards the center, they get smaller. This is actually an abstract on the idea that life itself is infinite in all forms. So not only is life within itself a full cycle of life on Earth, but it's actually a window into the path of life in all forms. So, sorry, I'm delirious right now. I've been up since 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's now 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. This is the trials and tribulations of being in Oakland. So, it's what's like living in Oakland. So, if you look at the floor, and if you look at the patterns within the candy canes that are holding up this all the structures, it's a Voronoi pattern or Chinese bamboo window pattern. It represents to me organic nature or chaos, and it's surrounded by a octagonal frame, which is kind of order. So what we have here is order being surrounded by chaos, or sorry, chaos being surrounded by order. And you know, you need chaos in your life. You just can't let it take control, because without chaos, you have no growth. Now, the beautiful thing about Unity Sanctuary, it's a sound and light healing sanctuary, inspired by my wife Tina. She started a collective for Burning Man called Chinese Beyond Borders, and Chinese Beyond Borders brings the culture of China outside to Burning Man and beyond. And one of the things they also bring to Burning Man is wearable art, so in the form of lantern-inspired dresses. Another thing that they wanted to bring was actually a theme camp. So at Burning Man, everyone stays inside of like these big camping areas, and some of them actually have more design than just tents. There hasn't actually been an artistically designed camp, though, to this nature. So her architect classmate, Earl, designed a two-dimensional version of these lanterns. And I took that concept design and made complete 3D models out of them and designed this whole entire Unity Sanctuary based on that. And each of the small lanterns actually have altars inside of them. And each of the altars will be different, but they're the same for now. Each one will be based on either cultural or religious aesthetic. In artistic form, and what the hope is that someone will come into the sanctuary and see one of the altars and know the design from either their culture or their religion, and be more open to sound and light healing, and just be more open to people in general, as in, you know, loving everyone. So this is a place for every race, religion, and culture. So
should we
as
look
go
for?
to
Do you want me to look for Benji?
Benji went AFK. I have megaphone on too, so he should be able to hear me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think his headset died. So if everyone wants to follow me, we're going to go outside to this lantern. There's actually a lantern, a yellow lantern, that has a Buddhist chant playing in it. So we just go outside, everyone. I'll just go this one.
Yep.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
I see you right here. Right here. It's okay, I got you. Got you. Right here. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
you gotta turn the classic controls gotta come off. That's what the pain about is. Turn off classic PC controls.
turn it off.
Yeah, because what's happening is every time you click the button, you're teleporting somewhere else.
Yeah, this is just not efficient.
Whoa. Man, you always bring in all the drugs, man, with all the joints. What's going on?
This is cake, right? Cake.
Oh, it's a cake. That's what it is.
That's your birthday cake.
It's my birthday cake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one of those.
You know how marijuana is legalized in many US states? Is there still
Well, I live in
an
Oakland, so is
age-
mushrooms.
Oh, really? Is there still an age
Here, right
limit
here.
on it, though?
Here. You wander?
Yes.
You wander. I apologize. Wander. Okay.
Sorry?
Yes, there's an age.
Wait, I'm trying to bring you into the right place. You're going into the wrong direction.
Peter, how do you
What's
You're
get
just
the age
wandering
limit?
aimlessly.
Is it the same way? Phone.
Probably
It's like
21.
18 or 21.
How do
Yeah.
you get so many?
This way, Amber.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is. I think it's probably 21.
Yeah, I can see you guys in there. I can't, just go on.
So,
Peter, can you hear me, Peter?
Oh, I know what I do. Bloody idiot.
You could do it.
I just click go to you. Go to.
You can't do that. That won't help. Because you're already here in this whole world.
Okay. I'll just stay where I am.
So actually, we're going to move this to the next lantern. There's the pink one. But you both were in this tour, right?
Yeah.
Peter, Honor Rush?
Yeah. I've done it before with you, true.
Yeah.
With Donnie,
So,
first time, months ago. Ross is like, wow. Okay. Ross, I wanted to ask you, like, is this standard? Like the options to change your outlook? I didn't see that. I think.
Yeah. Okay. So if you go to menu, it's not in settings. You just go to me, which is next to settings.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you customize. Oh, well, okay. Well, you found it
Well,
obviously
I
because
did
you
use that,
customized
but I
it.
didn't see these options which you have now, the clothing you have, or the headwear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know that.
Or did you?
Oh, there you
you
are.
upload it somewhere?
No, I didn't. Some of it might have been a Halloween thing.
The Salsalorian, what?
Oh, okay. No.
Are you
I
gonna
found
come?
it.
If
I
you
found
come
it.
here to
Yeah.
assassinate us?
I see it.
Oh no, it's under hat.
Where's the child?
Under hat. I found it.
Where's the child?
Sweet.
Salsalorian. Salsalorian, where's the child? Where's the child? Salsalorian. I know you heard me.
Nice.
Where's the child? Where's the
And then
child?
there's
Salsalorian?
pattern too. You could choose the color and you could choose the pattern
Oh,
of a
yeah,
lot
and
of
the
things too.
That's right. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, look
That's
at
how I
you
got
two. You're so
the
adorable.
pattern
both
on
of
my
you.
jacket. Nice.
Oh yeah.
So, I was explaining to everyone else before because we've already done this tour, Amber. But this piece here, if you look at it, I don't know if it looks familiar to you. If you recognize this altar in front of you, what it looks like. It's part of the Chinese culture. I'll give you that hint.
Yeah.
So what this is, it's called the bagua, and the bagua is used in Chinese culture for feng shui and for fortune telling. I got my sports laser pointer. Cool. I actually made a version of this for this exploratorium in San Francisco. It was a frosted acrylic sculpture, and your brain controlled it. It was all EEG. We used a muse from Interaxon, and I worked with UC Berkeley's Cognitive Tech Group, the brain scientist students at UC Berkeley. And we did a whole entire exhibit at the exploratorium for 2 months, all
What
brain
was it
controlled.
called?
It was called. I'll have to send a link. It was really the cognitive brain. It was everything very simple, but I'll send you a link to the event that we did. It was really interesting. So the idea here is, since my wife does the Chinese Beyond Borders Collective, and they do wearable art, I created this basic virtual lantern girl. And she is the Empress of Solitude. And the idea is her dress, which will also be LED sequence, will actually connect to the altar. And she'll wear a EEG headset, and her brain will actually control the sequence. And the thought process behind it is, if you look into the sky, you see the energy, and the energy comes from the heavens, and the energy comes down into the lantern priestess, and then from the lantern priestess goes into the altar, and then the energy from the altar goes into the people. And that's that's how the ceremony goes. And after that is when the sound and light healing begins.
Very cool.
So the nice thing about it is like I've built this before, so a version of this table, and I've built the life within itself in the bottom, and everything in here is sort of like in my mind architecturally kind of semi okay. So the thought process would be actually build this in real life at some point.
So when you've built these things, like, how have you thought about the deaf and the blind? Like, has that fitted into the equation?
About the which? I didn't hear that. Sorry.
About the deaf and the blind. So the different.
Oh, you mean for something like this?
Yeah.
Well, for virtual reality, this is a very good question. And for the deaf, it wouldn't be as much of a problem because it's sound and light healing. So we can use infrared infrared. There's infrared LED and laser kind of therapies you can use,
Yeah.
and we can use there's kind of like a low bass tone vibration kind of sound therapy that I've heard of before. So you can use different frequencies. So I think it would be more sound healing for the blind, and more visual light therapy for the deaf, and virtual reality probably wouldn't work very well for the blind, although we could try and work on it. You know, there might be a way of actually working with some kind of brain biofeedback to where they can get rough images to what's in here, so they can at least navigate. But that's like way into the future kind of talk. So I'm just trying to like think about that, because we have something
with the
important.
Nirvana helmet, Brian, you could always have smell and touch and obviously sound, right? Those ones
Oh yeah,
for the blind.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, also I think the directional sound has a lot of potential for even the blind, because
Well, that's true, because it does have directional sound in here. This is all 3D spatial, Amber. So what we could do is, if you're blind, you can actually navigate by your hearing, because everything is 3D spatial sound in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have to we'd have to really design that properly, though, to have it be, efficient and a good experience for people who are blind. But I think we could totally do it.
Just
Yeah,
from
I think so.
an exclusivity point of view, like the World Health Organization say that there is 2.2 billion vision impaired people. I don't know how that data was collected, but that's what they say. And I don't know what percentage of that is fully blind, on the grading, and then on the hearing impaired, they say it's 434 million people. So I think it's quite important from an exclusivity perspective.
Right. I know there's definitely some kind of research where people are using neural connection, and they're able to give people who are blind sight to some very basic extent right now, maybe like an X-ray kind of sight. But maybe this is my thought process behind this whole thing. One of the reasons I am doing this, and one of the reasons I'm doing an experience called the Connected Experience, which is going to use biofeedback to connect to virtual reality and a real sculpture outside of virtual reality at the same time, to sort of show connection in the entire world, is to sort of push the idea and the funding and the belief behind the technology so we can advance it to those points. Because I think right now there's a lot of people working on those kind of ideas, but I think right now a lot of people just don't get it, don't understand it, or are afraid of it. Like, we need to have more research.
Right, where with the brainwaves you could actually paint different art forms, and so it's similar to
Yeah.
that.
This is
Well, they
exactly
also
what
have like the separate. I believe they offer like the chips, like on their own. Like
It's that's what neuroscience focus on: EEG chip and the ECG
So
chip.
this is the thought process, Anuraj.
Right, both of them.
The faceplate of all the virtual reality headsets comes off. It's adjustable for people with glasses, so you can get one. So I'm thinking what we can do is we can get the sensors themselves installed inside of one of these faceplates, and it can be installed right in the front of an Oculus Quest or like the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive. And basically you can have an EEG device that is the faceplate of the EEG headset.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
the
the VR headset. Yeah,
pretty much the forehead center of the
yeah, pretty
forehead where you
much.
could add a sensor for the
And
EEG.
I'm working with we have a person on our team who's designed an open BCI EEG headset. It's really good,
Yeah.
and the price point's about $200, but that's because it only produces 100 at a time. But the guy is
Mm-hmm.
literally a human computer. He spits out neuroscience like he doesn't even breathe when he's talking. It's just like amazing, this guy. And
Like you
he's got
mentioned,
his
Yeah,
open
the
BCI headset.
amplification is, really what he focused on.
right.
Right, the
Okay.
filtering and the amplification. That's what we need.
Yeah, and one
So
of the
that's why I want
beautiful
to bring in
things.
that other company, Mindplay, MYNDPLAY,
Yeah.
I told you about. So he's a
So
psychologist who actually integrated VR with the EEG also later. Yeah.
what I'm doing now is I'm coming up with a presentation to show to people. We're coming up with a presentation, and I think that's why it was kind of really a cool kind of parallel combination path with White Mirror, because with White Mirror, we can use these virtual reality experiences to connect people. So that's why I was saying the subplots between White Mirror stories would then be created into real-time interactive virtual reality experience, and all the people experiencing it could be wearing biofeedback, and the beautiful stories they hear in White Mirror, they can actually live in reality by controlling these things with their own brain.
Exactly. Well,
And
that's
this
what
is
we're
how it
looking at.
ties
One
it
of
all
the
together.
win-wins of content, and you curate your own, you look at crowdsourced perspectives and use their brainwaves to control the right content that everybody wants to enjoy. And so the White Mirror products is where all that would fit under. And that's where
Right.
Peter Thompson, who's also joined, is we've been looking at that frequency healing part, right, with Calm. So I think that's going to be great when we all can discuss these in combination, these products.
You're on, Peter. I heard
Under
you.
that.
Yeah, I'm actually my
And I don't know
last
whether or not
year
we
I
should
got a
talk more
grant
about.
to buy
Let's not
a
talk too much
16-foot
about it just
projection
yet.
dome, video projection dome, and that was the start of this project I call.